I mean, I think it turned out pretty cool.
It's quote unquote done.
Tactical. Oh. Done.
Oh! Whoa! Alright. Let's do it.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Welcome back to this episode of the Man Card channel, where today we're going to be doing some more modifications to my Remington 870.
Yeah, last time you saw it, we installed the Surefire forend, and this time we've got quite a bit to go. We've got a 20-inch Remington barrel. We've got
Ciappa tactical Remington choke.
What he said. We've got a 6-shell Takstar side saddle, and
some dead ringer sights.
Yep.
Ghost ring sight, and we have a choke machine and tool 8+ mag tube extension, along with a vang comp follower.
And so to get started, we're going to go ahead and take the barrel off of it, and we'll go from there, right?
I believe so, yes.
All right.
I feel like we've been here before.
Sounds about right.
So you saw me remove the barrel and the old spring. Make sure you take out the follower if you're replacing it. That's obviously going to cause you some problems. So we're going to throw the vang comp follower in there first, and then throw our barrel on. And you're going to want to make sure that when you use the mag tube extension, you use the spring that they send with it. If you use a stock spring, it's just going to cause follower issues. So Corey's going to be an awesome friend and help me throw the spring and mag tube on it. Easiest way to do this by yourself would be obviously using a vise, which is weird because we definitely have one right behind us.
What are you talking about?
Thank you. And if we haven't previously mentioned, this is safety checked. We're not that stupid. Sometimes. So that part is literally out of the way. Next, we can install the side saddle. In order to remove the 2 pins for the trigger housing, you're going to want to make sure that the chamber is open. There is going to be some spring tension on this, some pressure, so you want to make sure that you're holding the trigger housing as you push these pins out. You can get push pins from your local hardware store, but honestly, if you do regular maintenance to your guns, you should be able to just push it out with the tip of a pen or the Allen key that's provided in the hardware kit. I'm going to pull those out. Now these are what are provided in the hardware kit. So those are going to replace these pins. So this would help if you had a vise. You could set it up to use like that. You're obviously going to know which ones are going to go where, just from the way that the side saddle itself is designed. So what will happen is these will actually meet in the middle. This end's tapered to fit in here. Nice thing about this Takstar is it's kind of like a hybrid design. The backing plate is aluminum, and the shell holder itself is actually silicone. So you could always use some thread lock in here. I'm not going to as of right now, just to see how it holds up under regular pressure and at the firing range. If I feel that it needs it, it's going to be simple as to just turn around and install it later on. So there's the Takstar side saddle. The nice thing is, you always want to make sure when you install a side saddle that it's clearing your forend. Some forends, like I believe the Magpul, kind of come back a little bit further. So this forend wouldn't work for that setup. We're going to start installing our dead ringer sights. If you're wondering why I have them in duckweed camo, it's because they were free. But they were the ghost ring style, so if I like them, I'll buy them in black. In order to do the installation on the front sight, you're going to want to remove the light pipe. They do come out a certain way. And then you're going to want to take the bead sight off of your rail. So typically a little bit of pressure, small pair of pliers, they're not in there too hard. Make sure to set that aside to save. Now this kit does come with a bunch of different screws for the front bead sight because they're kind of a universal kit. You want to make sure that you have everything lined up. You're going to need a small screwdriver. Make sure it's kind of snug. And then these reinstall the same way that they came out. So they go on, there's a barb on there that goes in a certain way. So there's your front sight done. Now the back one kind of sandwiches. So they have a bunch of these little splints that fit specific rails. So this one's made for the 5/16. Goes right like that. Then it's going to come with 2 spacers on the back, and that's where your screws are going to go through. So this gets a little bit tricky. You just got to be patient with it. By the magic of the internet, it's instantly going to be done. With a little bit of trial and error and a lot of patience, you just gotta have patience. I don't have patience. So, I have the back side on there with the shim in the backing plate. We're literally going to put the final bolt in there, the little screw rather. You basically want to keep all of these loose. You just want them like on there 1 or 2 threads at a time so you can make sure that you're moving it where it needs to be and to make sure that the backing plate isn't too tight on there. So this way, when they're all loose, you can move it where you gotta have it. Like I said, everything's kind of trial and error at this point. If these need thread lock, excuse me, we can put that on there. These, I'm afraid, might need it, but we'll find out.
Thanks for joining us. As you can see, we've got everything put on the project, and honestly, Nick, it looks great.
I think so.
I'm a fan. I mean, apart from the camo ghost ring sights, but as you were saying earlier,
Free.
I mean, for free to try them to see if you like them before committing to purchasing black ones.
Absolutely.
I think it came out pretty awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna try it anyways, but I am gonna tap and put a Picatinny rail on the receiver itself. That'll come probably a later video.
Which is always interesting to me because the partner is the clone of the 870, and it does have the drilled and tapped spots for the rail.
Yeah, this 870 actually was originally a hunting shotgun model. Like, it came exactly how you guys had seen it originally. That wood stock, everything was just original, probably from the 80s.
Yeah. So if you see something here you like, there's going to be links where you can get that stuff down below. And as always, remember to like, comment, and subscribe.
Check us out on Facebook and Instagram for more shenanigans and updates on projects like this.
This is Nick.
That's Corey.
This is Man Card Channel. Signing off.